want to keep dancing to that song. Hi, everyone. Welcome to day 22 of the holiday card series for 2023. I am on camera today because we have some housekeeping before we get into the card for today. The first bit of business is that they just announced a new retreat over at Altenew. I'm going to be teaching with Jennifer and I think 4 other lovely crafters. So that registration is open for that now. And there is a coupon code for some savings. It's like $100 off and it's only through the 28th. So if any of you need a little Merry Christmas gift to yourself, this would be a good time to go and sign up for that retreat. It's super fun, lots of crafty supplies, and it's just a whole day of fun. So I've got a link down below and that coupon code that you can use. I think it's just Mindful Christina. I think that's the code. Wanted to let you guys know about that before that code expires. The second bit of housekeeping is something that I teased in Friday's video, which is a giveaway. So, oh gosh, there's a story behind this. So like earlier in the year, when Tim Holtz came out with his new rotary trimmer, he sent one to me, but they had an old address on file somewhere and it went to my old house. And clock was ticking. He wanted to make sure I had it in my hot little hands on the day that it was released. And so they sent a second trimmer. And that one came to my home, my current home. Well, my lovely friend Crystal, who bought my old house, she held on to that package and I picked it up from the old house. So then I had a second trimmer and I don't need it. And I asked him what he wanted me to do with it. And he said, well, you can hold on to it or you can give it away. So I thought I would give it away to you. And then the other thing is that if any of you have ever used like the Shop Pay app or whatever, or the Shopify stuff, every time you do a little shopping, it puts, like a little bit of change into your account and then it accrues and eventually you can use that amount on a store that uses Shopify as their like shopping cart. Well, turns out Tonic is one of those shops. And I had a bunch of stuff, a bunch of like little bits of change accruing from all my Christmas shopping. And you know what? It was just about enough to cover the purchase of another trimmer. So I'm giving away 2 trimmers. One is the rotary trimmer and the other is the new, what do they call it? Just a slider trimmer. I use both. Like, to be honest, I use both and I love both. So down below is in the description, there's a link to a Google form, fill that out. Unfortunately, I won't be able to ship those to those people who are international. So there's a third winner and that will be an international winner. And they're going to get a $50 gift card to SimonsStamp.com. They can put it towards buying themselves a trimmer or they can just buy whatever they want with it. So 3 winners, 2 US winners and 1 international winner. So when you fill out that form, just make sure you select the correct thing for your shipping address. If it's a US shipping address or an outside US shipping address, and then I'll know like who can win what. That's the plan. Okay, so now on to day 22 of the holiday card series. Today's card is all about the stencils, all about the layering. So let's get into it. I'm going to switch cameras. Okay, here we go. We're coming down here, switching to this camera. Okay, here we go. Here's our stencil set that we're going to be using today. This is the layered Merry Christmas foliage stencil set as well as the little die, right? Hold on, I gotta pull up my sleeves here of this sweater. Also, if you are interested at all in this stencil or die or the set of the 2 of them together, I'm going to tell you to run, not walk, over to the Spellbinders website because it is seriously reduced in price. I wrote it down. Okay, so here's my housekeeping items. If you get just the stencil, it's $9.50. If you get the stencil plus the die, it's $17. It is such a good deal. I'm just letting you guys know at this top of this video before I even get into the project because, I mean, that's a screaming deal. I saw that and I added it to the, beginning of my video description, like below where I list the supplies. And I saw that it was such a good price at Spellbinders that I was like, okay, I need to let them know about this right away. So anyway, this was my reminders. Okay. I've met passed Christina's requirements. So we're going to get into the Layered Merry Christmas Foliage Stencil and Die Set. The thing that's interesting about this stencil set, well, for one thing, it's like 6 stencils. It's a lot of stenciling, right? But when it comes to the words, you can cut them out with the die, right? You can cut out the word thing with a die. And I thought, you know what? I want to cut them out with a die, but I also want to use glitter paste. I want to use this glitter glaze. And if I use that and then I die cut it, it'll squish it. And then it's not as sparkly, and that makes me sad. So I did the die cutting first. And we're gonna go in reverse. So what I did was I die cut the greeting out of white cardstock, and then I also cut it out of this colored one just so it'd be easy to see. And I'm going to turn it over. I'm gonna puzzle piece this in, and I'm just gonna tape it from the back. It's gonna help me make sure it's in there just right. And then I'm just gonna stencil this right on top. I mean, why not, right? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stencil on the shadow because I want the main words to be the red glitter. All right, and I'm going to use a light pink. So the red and pink I'm gonna use today are Cherry and Guava from Simon Says Stamp. So I'm gonna use this Guava for the pink shadow. And I'm just gonna go to town and hope everything stays in place. I'm going to blend in a circular fashion, and I'm going to blend both directions because if you only go one direction, it might miss some little corners and crevices. I'll lift this up. Looks a little funky right now, but that's okay. So for those who are unfamiliar, Pixie Spray is a light tack repositional adhesive for stencils. And I just don't trust myself that I'm not going to get a lot of that like seeping underneath. So I'm going to do Pixie Spray on the back. So it's the back side of the stencil. Shaking my Pixie Spray really well. Okay. Hopefully that'll be just enough tackiness to hold that in place. Floor. Okay, so you can see there's a little bit of a film on the stencil. It doesn't harm the stencil at all. It just makes it a little bit tacky so that it's going to stick and hold to my project. So it's not going to have any areas that like bow up. Can you guys see how it's, these middle areas aren't like popping up anymore? Settle down. Okay. I was just really taken with the idea of having this be red glitter. And if it gets these other areas on the stencil, I'm not that concerned because as I said, it's die cut, so. Then I'm going to peel this up. Very carefully. Oh, it's looking so good. Oh, that was worth it. That was most definitely worth it. I'm gonna let this stencil dry before I go to use it again, but I wanted to show you what I used. I'm not gonna put, it might drip. It's this nail brush. I put the stencil in the bottom of my sink and then I just scrub it right on top, like so. That's how I clean it. Mental note, something that I would do differently, I would have done a layer of red underneath, regular red ink, and then put the glitter right on top. Because do you see this? It's like not all the way through, right? It's not solid. So if I was to do this again, I would have done a layer of red and then done the glitter paste. You know what, while we're waiting for these to dry, I could totally make a second card. Like the same thing and then do it all as one layer and do all the glitter at the very end. I am tempted. Back to the cabbage ink. I love how this light green worked. And then we can really see how fast a card like this would come together. Okay. All right, I'm not gonna bother with cleaning the stencil at the moment because we're just moving right along. Okay. Turning it, getting that lined up so it doesn't move. Switching to the artichoke ink. Just coming in and adding that darker shade. Adding in all these darker details, stems on leaves, things like that. Lift this one up. Ta-da. All right, I'm gonna move on to the flowers. I'm gonna come in with the guava. We'll do, let's see, we'll just come in and start blending all of the pink with the cherry. And it also kind of bled underneath with the cherry because it was such a juicy ink. So I'm going to really be careful as I add that ink on top. All right, lift that one up. Much better this time around. Twirling tutu. It dries back really, really pale pink. Like that color right there. Okay. Lift that up. It just fills in that area a little bit. And I'm lining up on the corners. And we're gonna go switch back to guava. Oh yeah, this is gonna be really pretty as a one-layer card. I love it already. I love doing like pinks and reds for Christmas. Ooh, so pretty. So we're to the last stencil, and I've got one little spot here in the middle that kind of got bent a little. So I'm bending it back because this is the one where we're gonna do all red glitter paste. So we're gonna do the cherry, and then we'll put the red glitter glaze on top. And we will have it go over everything. All right. Oh, careful under that spot. I hope I didn't ruin it. I forgot I can only go down on that spot. Okay. Oh, it's gorgeous. I did get a little bit of glitter underneath in that little spot, but not too bad. Not too bad at all. I love that. You guys, wait till I tip it in the light so you can see the glitter. You're gonna die. This is so cute. This would be really pretty to do with like clear embossing powder for like a glazed look too. Hold on, I gotta very quickly clean off the stencil, gently this time, so I don't get any other areas bent. I want to create like 5 more of them. And you know what? I should have done the red glitter glaze on the little berries. Okay, I mean, stop it. It is so cute. It is still wet. Are you serious? Okay, well, I guess this is the card for the night. It's too funny. And you know what? I almost want to like I wonder if I could scrape some of that glitter off. Like, do I dare? Maybe with scissors and X-Acto. That's what I should use. Oh yeah, I can totally do this. It's just gonna take a minute. Oh yeah, I feel better about that. That cleaned it up really nice. I kind of want to take the white gel pen because because I just can't help myself. The first card probably would have been lovely, but now that I see how this looks with the red ink underneath the red glitter, like this one just doesn't look as good, right? I mean, look at the difference. This is the improvement, right? This is an improvement. So I'm going with this. This is the card for today. I'm glad I went ahead and just went for a second one because that turned out so great. So here is the card for today. This was going to be the backup card, but it turned out to be the card for today. It worked out well to do that glitter paste as the very last layer. And in fact, if I was to do it again, I would have the glitter paste be on these berries over here too. Do the whole, that whole layer of the stencil set would be all glitter glaze. Oh, I love that. That turned out so cute. Cute, cute, cute color palette. You could change it up, do it for all sorts of things. I think it'd be great. So that was day 22 of the holiday card series. I'll be back on Wednesday with day 23. And just a reminder to enter the giveaway. I will be drawing names on Christmas Eve so that I can put the winners' names in the video that goes up on Christmas Day. I will not be live on Christmas Day, I don't think, anyway. Who knows? Maybe I'll be convinced to be live, but probably not. It'll be a pre-recorded video. But thanks for joining me. I'll be back on Wednesday, and check out the Altenew retreat. The link's down below as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.